What's up, YouTube? It's Link Legend Russ, and today I'm here with my part 2 of my GameStop buy 2 get 1 free sale. As you can see here, I picked up some Nintendo Switch and one Nintendo Switch and, actually 2 Nintendo Switch and 4 Nintendo Switch 2 games, 2 being physical, 2 being game key cards. As you can see here, as I have mentioned in the previous video, I had already done other 6 games. These are some that I was anticipating on picking up pre-owned, and not only that, like I said, I just had a birthday that came by. I got some extra gift card money, so I went ahead and splurged. So let's get into this unboxing and see what we got going on. So first things up, Marvel Cosmic Invasion. This is one of the games that I wanted to get when it came out, but I just decided on not. I'm trying to save up for a new car, so I haven't been putting out too many unboxing videos. In fact, I've been selling a lot more games recently. I've been getting some cash, trading them in, selling on eBay, all that other stuff. So like I said, I was lucky to get some of these games, repurchase some, of course, as I'll talk about in a minute. But yeah, Marvel Cosmic Invasion. I feel like this is a pretty interesting one. When the buy 2 get 1 sale back in May was around, this one went out of stock fairly quickly too, and it was one of the ones I actually wanted to get. So I'm glad to have gotten it this time, all things considered. Let me show off what we got. So as you can see here, there is inside art for the game. Now, I believe there is a deluxe edition, so at the very least, if you wanted to get the extra goodies that came along with it, you very well could. Now, I don't think, or know, I should say, that if this was supposed to come with any goodies or extra things as a standard edition. But as you can see here, this is what the game looks like, kind of, sort of, right there. So it's a beat 'em up style game, so I'm definitely gonna take a look at that. Same developer as I remember one of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle games on the Switch that I really like. So there's that. Next one up, I picked up the Accursive, and I'm just saying it because I know a lot of people said the game has had issues, but I picked up Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition, the Nintendo Switch 2 edition. That is so confusing, and that is such a mouthful. Like I said, I actually did sell my copy of the game not that long ago, because like I said, I'm trying to build up some money for, stuff in real life. However, I went ahead and repurchased it for this buy 2 get 1 sale because I was trying to figure out some games I needed to get. And I said I'm going to take a chance, and hopefully the Switch 2 edition isn't as bad as people say it is. That's something I want to get figured out going forward. So I feel like it was a pretty good price, all things considered. Everything is the same as the Switch 1 edition, at least opening it up new. Like I said, as a fan of the Xenoblade series especially, I'm hopeful that word of mouth of the Switch 2 edition of this game isn't as bad as people have said. And yeah, I could have paid the $5 and got it digitally, but I wanted to own it physically. It's just what I wanted to do. Next one up, this one fairly came out recently, and this one kind of, like I said, another came out in May, went out of stock fairly quickly once it was pre-owned, but it was in stock when I ordered all this at 1 a.m. the 28th, I think it was. So Starbites Deluxe Edition, an NIS title. This game was originally supposed to have it was supposed to be a game key card for Switch 2, but it got canceled or something. Now, I don't know if that means that the game will eventually get a Switch 2 edition. I don't know too much about that, but I heard some pretty good things about the game, all things considered, and I said I was going to take a chance on it. Plus, it's a fairly new title, so you can kind of see what the game is about in the back here. Now, like I said, I did get lucky, all things considered. I got the, what is it? I got the little mini art booklet, and then there's a soundtrack here too. So the soundtrack comes with 9 songs. I'm sure this download code for the soundtrack could be used. I don't see why not. Now, obviously, I'm not going to show it all, but that's what the insert looks like up front. And like I said, getting this pre-owned with all the goodies is honestly amazing. So I can't be too mad about that. So let me go ahead and show off the inside art real quick. This is what it looks like. And another thing with GameStop especially is when you buy pre-owned games from GameStop online, it's like playing Russian roulette. You don't know what you get. You will get a generic case majority of the time. That means someone obviously either A, stole the case, or B, they decided on, not trading the case in, which, don't get me wrong, I have traded in many games to GameStop and not ever, traded in or gave them the case. I usually do that only if I know I'm a rebuy a game. So there's that. Next game up, this is one I definitely anticipate on playing eventually. Fatal Frame 2 Crimson Butterfly Remake. Now, this one is 40 gigabytes, so it is a little hefty on the the storage space. Now, my rule of thought is this: any game under 64 gigabytes should obviously be a physical. There's really no excuse. So when it comes to game key cards, I'll probably, like I said, I'll prioritize getting them in a buy two get one, because I'm not going to really buy too many game key cards new, and they could have been on a physical cartridge. But I have bought some new. I just had what is it? High on Life should have already went up on my channel. I obviously made an unboxing on that, and I paid for it new. And that one is most definitely should have been on a game key. Definitely should have been a physical. So, the QR code is for a survey. I don't know if the survey is relevant to this at all, but as you can see here, there goes the game cartridge. All right, next up, WW2K26. Now, 2K25 last year when it came out was a code in a box. I don't know if that's because they rushed the game out to meet, launch timing, because I think it came out fairly early, like first 3 months, or they were cheaping out. We got a game key card this year. This shit is 85 gigs. So, like I said, I didn't pay full price for it. I'm going to end up using this code, so I'm not going to worry about it. I don't even know if the code is usable, but if it is or isn't, I'll use it. But yeah, last year, the previous game, code in a box. I waited till this shit was $15 before I bought it, because I definitely wasn't buying a code in a box full price. Especially after my Split Fiction unboxing. Learned my lesson from code in a boxes. And definitely my most anticipated one, Mega Man Star Force Legacy Collection. I love playing Mega Man games. One regret is that I wasn't into collecting games until now, and eventually I'll do it. I'll get the Amiibo edition of Mega Man 11, because I want that Mega Man Amiibo. I don't own that one, so this is really nice, like I said, to get these games on the Nintendo Switch and Switch 2, respectively. So now, it's time for me to put these game cards in and make sure everything works and loads. So, that's the game icon for Marvel Cosmic Invasion. Okay. Xenoblade Chronicles X. Switch 2 edition. So there's that. Starbytes. Oh, that icon looks pretty nice. I'm gonna definitely check that one out after this video. Next up we got Fatal Frame game key card. It's gonna download. It's 40 something gigs. That's what the game icon looks like. WW2K 2026, same thing. Every time you put in a game key card, you get that message. And last but not least, Mega Man. Alrighty. So with that, I've got through all my videos for the games I picked up for buy two, get one. Please let me know personally, if you haven't, what game did you get from a GameStop buy two, get one sale? It doesn't have to be this sale. It could have been a couple years ago. Did you get stuff complete? Did you get stuff in the GameStop generic case? Did you not get your order for some reason? What is your most anticipated game of the year that's not GTA 6? I would love to know personally. And I'm going to just put it out there for anyone that makes it this far. What is your opinion of Sony and taking away physical games? If you just buy games digitally, I would still love your personal opinion. I just don't want people being like, oh, I buy digital so it doesn't affect me. That's nice. It's nice it doesn't affect you, but it affects others. Other than that, this is Link Legend Russ signing out, and as I always say, have a nice goddamn day. Have a good one, and peace.